Hey, real quick, before we started, we were talking about No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a few things to talk about with that. One, we did a video about it.
That's right.
We did a video.
Let's talk about that.
No planets left in No Man's Sky.
Let's talk about that video.
And that was a cool vid.
It was.
I think that was the best After Effects we ever had in a video.
Yeah, the special effects and color stuff was rad.
I think Derek killed it on that one.
It did look like the game. That was impressive.
Someone in the comments didn't like the effects and said go to film school.
That's great.
Wow.
So
Cool.
what do you think? Should we go?
Let's
Constructive
go.
criticism.
You know what? If you give a gift to somebody and they don't take the gift, who does the gift belong to?
Ooh, I don't know.
You? Is it for you? Everyone else?
Mother Gaia.
I will say that of every single day we've ever filmed,
Guess we're just gonna move on. All right, go ahead.
every day that we've ever filmed in any video, that was the hottest it's ever been. That
Really?
Oh,
And
you were in leather
you honestly,
suit.
you didn't really complain about it.
well, you guys sometimes you just gotta suck up and do it.
Well,
So
did it make you a better actor though? Because on other planets, you're closer to the sun, the atmosphere is all fucked up. You know, you gotta feel it.
That's right. I felt it. It was that was a motorcycle racing suit that I was wearing, and it was so hot, so hot. But that was a lot of fun. I like being an astronaut, guys.
Were you nude inside that suit?
No, I wish I should have been, because
the
when I
problem.
took it off,
Yeah.
it was like I was dripping. I was soaked. I should have my clothes
Yeah,
were
you
ruined.
just want to get your skin on that
I
leather.
should have had my
Did
skin
your
on.
suit have it set up like an astronaut's where you could like poo and pee in it?
No, I didn't have the option.
Did you try any?
No,
Yeah.
all the poo and the pee.
No,
went
I had
straight
no
in the
pee.
boots.
I had no pee left. I sweated it all out.
Oh.
It was all gone.
Yeah.
Sweated it all out.
It's all gone.
Hey,
All
Derek.
Yeah.
When you give a gift to someone and they don't want the gift, who does the gift belong to? I want to know.
The Watchmen.
If you try to give a gift to somebody
Uh-huh.
and they don't accept the gift, who does the gift belong to?
I don't know.
You keep it for yourself.
Oh.
If you try to give an insult to somebody,
Mhm.
if you're angry at them and they don't accept it, who does that gift belong to? You're the one who burns, not me.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Eric, for bringing it back.
I was just curious.
Uh-huh.
Burning, baby.
I wanted to know. You're the one. You're the one who burns.
It's getting a little philosophical. I'm glad people like the effects on that video. I did the effects, so to me they look crappy. I still see Sean on the green screen. But
I suspend disbelief.
you know, I will say we wrote this video before No Man's Sky had come out. Obviously, we had been planning on having it come out the day the game came out, and so we had to base everything for the video off of preview stuff and interviews and stuff we had read, and so looks like we got some details wrong about No Man's Sky.
Well, I think we did. Yeah, we did.
But not really our fault, because No Man's Sky didn't deliver what they said was going to be in the game.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
So
Wasn't our end.
it puts us in a particular situation, because years as time goes on and people just come to know No Man's Sky for the game it is, they're gonna watch our video and be like, this doesn't really make any sense, because you can't shoot people in No Man's Sky.
You can't see each other.
You can't see each other
but
even.
no one knew that, obviously, going into it.
Well, that sucks.
I bet there's a bunch of people in the chat who were like, "Oh, I knew that." Okay, that's fine.
You know what?
I thought you'd be able to see people.
They
too.
said you
Well, I
would
think
be
you-
able to see each other.
yeah,
They said you'd be able
I think
to
that's
interact
just
with other
broken.
people.
But they could fix that.
I don't think they're going to fix it.
You don't think so?
I think they're changing their
Stance.
their stance.
Pokemon Go
yes.
style.
Yeah, I think they're just gonna.
Take features out.
Yeah.
But
It's Pokemon Go style.
Pokemon Go style.
You know,
To be fair about Pokemon Go, they've updated it recently.
Yeah.
And I feel like they
I
added
feel like
a lot of good stuff.
They did. They
Just
So
work in progress.
we're gonna stand by our video. We're gonna leave it up. It's a testament to what No Man's Sky was supposed to be.
And they never did. Did they say you could shoot other people? I didn't know if they
Yeah,
did say
no
that.
idea.
They
No,
said
they
there's
didn't say-
combat, and you shoot robots.
But
they didn't say you could shoot other people.
But that was
they
just
said
part
you'd
of the
be
joke.
able
That was
to
a-
interact.
that
with
was a
other
joke. The
players.
part seeing somebody else, we thought you could do
Yeah.
the shooting. We thought, oh, if you can't do it, fuck it. Who cares? It's funny.
You guys should
yeah,
do a
it doesn't
director's
affect the
cut.
comedy to me. What?
You should do a director's cut, like in 6 months after it's been patched,
No.
like a dozen times.
Wait like 25 years like Blade Runner.
You know what? There's
Yeah,
this
then
clip.
just
then
do
do
like-
the final cut.
There's this
Yeah.
That's right.
smoking gun clip going around, and I've never met the people who made the game. I don't want to throw them under the bus, but there's a clip from, maybe it's the creator of the game, went on Colbert Report, and he went on.
He did go on
What's he
Colbert,
hosting
yeah.
right now? What's Stephen Colbert hosting
The
right
like
now?
late show,
whatever.
Tonight
Yeah.
Show.
Yeah.
whatever.
He went on the
Late
new
Show.
Colbert Report, and Stephen Colbert asked him, like, so, what will you look like? What does your character look like in this game? And his response was, you can't see your character in this game. You'll only be able to see yourself when other people see you.
I forget the name of the channel that put that video together of like the guy saying that stuff. Crobat.
And I'm sure that he's like hates himself for that interview right now.
I'm sure. And there were a couple interviews like in this little video that I watched that were him saying stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like, I think when you just do a lot of interviews, some of that stuff just kind of comes out, and you go backstage and you just go, "Fuck."
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
shit.
He posted a statement like the day before the game coming out about like or he had an interview recently that was like about balancing hype, and he said like he kind of regretted the Colbert Report, but at the same time he got so much hype and attention from it that like it fueled the team. But he did regret like over.
But I feel like that sentiment alone. I want to have a conversation after this conversation. We're going to talk about our video, then we're going to talk about No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
Go
absolutely.
ahead, keep talking.
Well, I was thinking, like, you know, this is a game developer who didn't expect this to blow up so much, and now he's on the Tonight or the Late Show, whatever. With I mean, that's like he's not ready for this, and yeah, I imagine being super nervous and just like,
Let's
put
wrap
my
up.
mouth.
Let's wrap up talking about our video then.
Okay.
the core of it is still the same. The core of the joke is you can name your planet stupid shit. Even before I saw like the ending punchline of the video, I named my first planet in No Man's Sky Gathering of the Juggalos 2024. I just started naming all the like animals on my planets after various kinds of dildos. So I think it's very universal. It's very true.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Once all the current dorks who work at NASA die out and there's new people get hired, we're gonna name this planets and stars cool shit. You know, out there. So
I like
I like
SeaWorld
fucking
sucks
numbers.
with the
Yeah.
misspelling.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Oh,
What a great. That joke is perfect.
Hey, can we say about that? We wrote this video and it was like, yeah, he's gonna find this planet and he's gonna name it the perfect name and he's gonna fuck it up. So he'll name it something like Slipknot Rules, and you know he'll misspell like Slapnut or something. But when it came to naming like the perfect planet, we were like, Slipknot Rules is not the perfect planet name. Like, what is the most like self-righteous? I need to make a statement.
Yeah.
I need to find a planet and let the world know my thoughts. And Rocco and I actually sat for a long time and tried a bunch of names. And I remember which one of us came up with it, but eventually it was just like, this guy is the type of guy who thinks, you know, he's like an online activist. So SeaWorld sucks, but he misspells it.
Yeah. So God, that's so good.
SeaWorld
sucks. Oh shit.
Yeah. So we'll leave the video up, even though it will it'll never make sense as time and time goes on.
It will never. You literally will not be able to follow.
Every person who watches it from now and be like, what the fuck?
This film was speculative science fiction. You know, when Kubrick made 2001.
You know what though? Like, I feel like that goes to show though that there was an expectation that you would be able to interact with other people. Like, we are members of the general public, just like all our viewers. We weren't privy to any inside information.
Yeah,
we were going off what everybody else was going off of, and we too thought that you would be able to interact online. So let's talk about the game itself.
Because you weren't following it super closely. You were gleaning information and kind of like half following the game, and you're like, oh, it's coming out soon, it's coming out soon.
Well, we looked it up when we were making the video, though.
It's unfair to say we weren't following it super closely, but like, because it's hard to follow a game super closely. We were trying to find as much information as we could on the game
and
make this video.
This one in particular was super like under.
Well, they sealed it off because they were developed even as the game was coming out. They were putting out new patches. They were
we're gonna talk No Man's Sky now.
They didn't send out review copies because I think Sony said, well, what you're gonna get in a copy of the game before it comes out is not going to be the same game the day it comes out, because there's a patch that comes out Monday and the game comes out Tuesday. And the patch changes like
the beginning.
Let's change
it.
I want to start by saying, because I want to talk about all this stuff. Basically, No Man's Sky has had a shit ton of hype all summer long, maybe even longer than all summer, probably all year. I would say it's the number one hyped game of the summer. It's Sony's number one hyped game, and it's the number one marketed game on Steam right now. And I've heard for Steam, it's their best-selling game of all time right now. Yeah. A lot of people are disappointed with the PlayStation version, saying that it didn't deliver what they expected, and even more people are disappointed with the PC version because they can't even get it to run on their PC.
Really?
I am one of those people who cannot get it to run on my PC. I am definitely disappointed that a game that is marketed on this level with so many, it was marketed like a AAA level game. Regardless of who made it, there was a lot of money put just into marketing it.
Sure.
It came out at full price, $60, and the fact that people have to go in and edit their registry on their computer to get a $60 game, the number one Sony game of the summer, to work on their PC, and they still can't get it to work, it's a disappointment. People are saying this might be the worst PC released game of all time.
Well,
That's the situation right now.
Is
Let's talk about it.
is Batman Arkham City or whatever out on PC yet, or is it still being
I can't
modded
remember.
and shit from like last
Didn't
year?
they just bail on that?
Yeah, so
Oh, did they?
so the same thing happened with Arkham Knight. Same thing.
Give
with
up.
Hyphen.
That's what it was. Arkham Knight.
Arkham Knight came
Yeah.
out, couldn't run on most PCs. Like, people were, like, fledgling for a few weeks. Finally, Warner Brothers is like, all right, we fucked up. They refunded everybody.
Wow.
And then I think, like, a year later, they put the port out. Still it's still choppy. But, yeah, they basically abandoned that.
Ooh.
And so, yeah, I don't know what's going to
gosh.
happen with No Man's Sky.
All right, so I'm gonna say Arkham Knight's worse than No Man's Sky, but
Yeah.
No Man's Sky
Yeah.
is not off the hook yet. Who knows how
No.
bad it'll get?
I don't know. Like, I hadn't heard that people on PC could. I mean, again, it came out. I
Came out, like,
play it,
2
whatever.
days ago,
Yeah, and I didn't know people couldn't play it. I had no idea that you hadn't
Yeah.
been able to play it or whatever. Like, it's crazy that to me that it got a release on PlayStation first, and then if you're on PC, you had to wait like 3 more days.
Yeah.
You had to wait a couple days.
Well,
so
'cause
they
did-
can
'cause
smooth
Sony
it all
funded
out.
Sony picked
Sony
up the
funded
marketing
it,
budget.
yeah.
Yeah, so they
I
wanted the
think
day
one of the top-rated reviews on Steam that I saw was "No man's PC can play this," which is pretty funny
Yeah, someone
and
even
kind of accurate.
someone in our chat has an awesome video card, and they're like, "This thing's chugging."
Oh yeah, so it says, hey, you gotta have the minimum specs, but there are people well above the minimum
Yeah.
specs who are like, it crashes on load, like it won't even load, and a lot of people are saying if it does load, the frame rate is super slow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I know you can make the argument too, and Rocco and I talked about this on the phone when the game came out, because he's been playing it on PlayStation, and I've been waiting to play it on PC. It was made by a small team.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. There's like 15 people or
And
something.
there's an amount of forgiveness that comes with that. But,
Yeah. But at the same time, it's 2016.
Yep.
I'm tired of hearing that excuse. All the time, big games come out and they're fucking broken, and there's just an excuse. And I'm sorry, I don't want to hear excuses anymore. I just want a game to work.
I had a conversation recently with a couple of people who like had no idea it was going to be a $60 game. They're like, "Oh yeah, I thought it was going to be like $30."
I feel like it should be at this point a
On what?
$25 game.
Like, that's to me that's nuts. With the amount that you hear about it, and with Sony backing it, at what point in that process did you think it was going to be a $30 game?
Good question or point, but let's say this: does that argue that if a company markets a game as a $60 game, that it is a $60 game?
No, I don't think Doom was a $60 game. Like I fucking love
Yeah.
Doom.
Yeah.
But like everything about this game screamed it's gonna be $60, and other than it was developed by 15 people.
But that was just the marketing.
And I agree. And there was a lot that went into it, and Sony put a lot of money into it.
Yeah.
And I agree it shouldn't be a $60 game. But at no point did I look at this and go, this is not going to be a $60 game.
Yeah, but this is what I'm thinking. I have no problem that it's a $60 game.
I don't think most games should be $60.
I have no problem that No Man's Sky is a $60 game. I actually paid the $60 to play it on Steam, but I ended up having to ask for a refund because it wasn't working.
It doesn't
so,
work.
So to me, my problem is if this is a $60 game, you need to make sure it works on every computer in the world. You need to treat it. If there's a 15-person team and you're spending however much money to market it, you need to spend some of that marketing money to send 5 extra people to that team, and they're in charge of
100%,
optimizing the
yeah.
game.
100% agree. I think they should have spent a lot of that on getting people into that team to help them, again, what you're saying, optimize the game before
Yeah.
it came out. And it's like, knowing that there's a patch that came out the day before that changed so much of that game, that's crazy.
For everything that they're saying about this was a small team, and for all the problems of the people who can't play it on Steam, I think if you look, it said on day one there were like 200,000 people online playing it on Steam on that day. So 200,000 people, and they paid $60 a pop.
Holy shit.
You do the math. Like
Yeah.
there was a lot of money even in pre-sales. Like they knew this was going to be one of the biggest games of the year.
Exactly. And that's why it's a $60 game. Hey man, I don't think Madden should be $60. I don't think a lot of games should be $60. But are we willing to pay $60 for them? A lot of people are. And
It's
if
the standard, yeah.
if I'm a company going, well, I could charge $60 for it, or I guess $30, maybe more people will buy it. Well, you have to have literally twice as many people buy it than would have bought it at $60, and there's no guarantee that that's going to be happening. So, charge $60.
And then eventually it goes
I don't think-
discounted to 30,
yeah,
and
and
you get those people.
Yeah,
And I
that's
don't,
what
and I don't think most games are worth $60.
I say I should be a $25 game because it kind of reminds me of other games that I see on Steam that don't have the marketing.
I agree.
Of No
It's-
Man's Sky that are like $25
Yes,
games.
yeah.
But again, I have no problem paying $60 for it.
It's a procedural.
I just wish I could play
It's
it.
like a procedurally generated world over and
It's a
over.
new
and over.
idea.
It is.
Well,
it is
yeah.
a new idea, but it is a independent game that I agree. If Sony didn't get on or whatever, it would have been a $25 game and it would have come out in 2019.
You know what's funny though is on Steam, there's always this thing on Steam like, oh, this game is $5, this game is $3, a $60 game. Whoa! But there are games on Steam that are like $120. There are
Really?
$500 games
I didn't know
on
that.
Steam.
I had no idea.
Like the railroad
simulator
simulation
games.
games.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like-
so much money.
Yeah.
What?
So
Are you-
there
are
is
you
so
serious?
so
I didn't
console
know about
games.
this.
There is this argument of like console games should not be $60, and that's true. But like in an open market on
Yeah.
Steam, you'll find there are games that
Yep.
surpass
All
that by
Yeah.
far.
Now, okay, we talked about you can't play it, but Rocco has played it.
Yeah, who else has?
So,
I played it, yeah.
what do you guys think of the game?
is it fun?
Itself,
yeah, you know, it's honestly, it has a lot of the ingredients that I don't like, that are a problem for me, where you are every single thing. It's so fun. We talked about this in the office the other day. Every single thing is running out all the time,
Yeah.
and it's like suffocating to me. Everything I do is, let me use this gun to break open this rock. Your gun's running out. Oh, okay. Well, let me walk over here. Your oxygen's running out. All right. Well, I got more plutonium. Let me just jetpack over here. Your jetpack's running out. Yeah, I know. Let me just. I fixed my engine. Perfect. You're out of fuel. Okay.
Funny thing, the day one patch like doubled all the inventory space too.
Oh, really?
It was even worse, but pre-launch.
Oh, wow. But anyway, so, so it's got all that kind of stuff. It becomes less of a problem as it goes on. You know, you start to get the ball rolling and I dealt with it, but I still don't really like that kind of thing. But, what I'm enjoying the game for is honestly, like, just the exploring and finding weird shit has been a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. I don't think I'm really playing this or will play it as a threaded narrative thing. I don't see myself playing it honestly even that much, but I like just turning it on, flying around, finding cool stuff. Oh, I found this thing. Well, maybe I will try to build this other thing. Okay. Kind of passively playing it. I'm enjoying it in that way, but I never had any hype for this game, and I knew maybe wasn't going to be necessarily my type, so I'm enjoying that aspect of it, and it's fun for that. I'd be happier if I paid less, but I'm also not arguing that it's not worth $60. It's just, you know what I mean? Like, for the amount I'm going to play it, would have been nice maybe to pay a little less, but, I'm enjoying it for that aspect. Just kind of flying around and finding interesting stuff. I'm having fun, but that's about it.
Why is it rated T for teen?
I mean, you're shooting stuff, you'll find creatures, you could shoot them and take stuff from. Yeah, it's not gory,
I think
but
if
you're
you
shooting
kill
stuff.
anything in a game.
Yeah, generally. Yeah. Any
killing
fighting
animals,
game is T.
yeah.
You're
But you can
beaten
you can
up.
feed you can also feed it berries.
Do you have the box art? I'm curious, literally, what the
Yeah.
it's rated T for
Alcohol use.
fantasy violence.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's it.
Fantasy violence. Hey, I'm real excited to play it. I hope they do figure out the optimization for
This
the
They'll figure it
computer.
out.
This game strikes me as a game that everyone, I think a lot of people bought into the hype. There's nothing wrong with that. If you want to be excited for a game, that's really cool, and be like really excited for it. But this strikes me as like it's another crafting game, and it's in
Yeah, it's
space,
another survival.
and it's resource management, and it's like okay, we do that a lot, and this strikes me as a game that's smaller scale that had a lot of hype around it, so people paid the $60 or whatever. A lot of people are gonna fall off. Give it a month.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
When
Yeah.
when Deus Ex comes out,
Yeah.
when Final Fantasy comes out,
Yeah.
a lot of people are going to fall
God,
off.
yeah.
This is going to remain with a very core niche,
Yeah.
hardcore group of people that are finding weird stuff and cool
Yeah.
shit.
And the
There's
funny-
2 other games coming out that are just like this too in the next year.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, the audience Eric was talking about in Sean Murray's like letter when he came out. He said, yeah, he made this game for that audience, and
Yep.
then Sony blew it up, and
And-
that's why he got stressed. But yeah, he made it for that audience who like specifically want that. And yeah, when I started playing the game, that's the kind of a game I'm in the mood for. I'm so busy, I don't have time to play a
Sure.
story game, so something I can just chill out and like.
And it's good for that.
Yeah.
It actually, I was surprised how much it accommodated just kind of turning it on for a minute and
yeah,
turning it off.
I think it's neat.
I kind of like that.
But I have Fallout.
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
I feel like everything I've seen of this game, every stream, every whatever that I've seen of this game is like the walking around and exploring stuff is like a more desolate Fallout.
Yeah.
The space battles in your ship are fucking rad. That's so cool. When enemies are invading like this airspace and you have to like shoot them down. That's really cool. Like that's really neat. Everything else in that game looks like, and I hate to like be so reductive of it, but it looks like space Minecraft. And I know that
Absolutely.
and I think and
That's
I know
the
that a lot of
appeal.
other people have said that, and then a lot of people have like refuted it. Like, no, that just has crafting elements. To me, it looks like space Minecraft,
But with good graphics.
Yes, and
Yeah.
and you can find. What I thought was cool is finding the translations for like
Yeah.
languages. So you talk to like these aliens, but you don't know what
Yes.
the fuck they're saying.
And
Yeah.
yeah.
Until you find these words, and now it's like, interloper. Now you know the word for interloper. Now you know the word for warrior. Now
And you know what's
the
gonna
word
be
for
cool?
choose.
Like No Man's Sky 2, when
Yeah.
it comes out and they have the same engine, but there's different kinds of planets, ringed planets, you know, whatever. Kind of all the stuff people are saying is lacking from this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm sure this is already a huge success. I'm sure
Yeah.
there'll be a sequel. I hope it's bigger and better, so.
It's absolutely what you said. And that kind of thing is, again, I knew going in, that's not really my thing. But I really have had fun just finding stuff that, ooh, no one's ever seen this.
Yeah.
I'm going to name this planet Scrote Bumps. You know, just goofing around.
Yeah.
It's neat. I wish, if I had paid $20, it'd be a little neater. But,
Yeah.
Yeah.
for my interest, again, I'm not saying it's not worth it in general, but for my interest, I'm only really playing 1 degree of it, kind of,
Yeah, it'll be cool to see how they patch it in the future. But yeah, so you mentioned, so this game, it was like scheduled to come out in like June, and then obviously they needed more time for it. It came out in August, which was a dry month, so that's why people were just clamoring to play new stuff.
Yeah.
So like
they,
again,
they
Deus
were
Ex-
smart to put it out when they
a
did.
ton of more stuff's coming out. So No Man's Sky, when that got delayed, people freaked out. Like the Kotaku people who like started spreading the rumors, hey, No Man's Sky might get delayed. They got death threats. Oh, you're lying.
Yeah.
Yesterday, news broke out. Final Fantasy 15 is being delayed by 2 months.
Yeah.
Same exact thing.
Yeah.
Oh, Kotaku's just making it up. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So Final Fantasy got delayed. So it'll be interesting to see too if that game works. On
Is that
release.
is that confirmed? That delay?
It's like just developing, but like it's more and more resources are coming out.
Yeah. Well, yeah. All these retailers are
Yeah,
saying it,
yeah.
so
Wow,
it's
that's-
true.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
got.
But again,
Till-
Deus Ex is coming out. Like I can fucking wait for Final Fantasy. I have so much
till,
shit I need to
till
play.
when? When is it being delayed? Till?
November,
November
so just 2 more
30th.
months. Yeah, not a whole lot, but
I mean, it's already taken about 11 years to develop.
yeah.
it,
So 2 months more, it's
months
like
is
that's a drop.
it's only another year. It doesn't matter. Anyway,